All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Athlete Artist Show. I am the artist Kyle Forge, alongside the athlete, professional hockey player Zach Boychuk. Season 6, episode 26 or 27. I'm losing count. This is our longest season so far. But NHL playoffs are off to a start. We're presented by MyBookie. Head to mybookie.ag. Use promo code AAS for a $500 first bet. And if you lose your first bet, you can activate a bonus bounce back reward to try it all again. Head to mybookie.ag. NHL playoffs are underway. NBA playoffs are underway. MLB is underway. We got WrestleMania this weekend. We've got UFC fights. We've got everything. There's so much going on right now. Head to MyBookie. Put your wagers in. We'll be watching a lot of hockey. NBA coming up. Go Lakers. Chucky, NHL playoffs. You're back in Canada, which I feel like you're never in. That's like a weird thing for me to say because it's been like a year since you've been back in Canada, it feels like. How was the trip back before we get into playoffs here? How was the trip back, and how does it feel to be back in your homeland?
Oh, I love it. God's country, back home in Canada. I mean, I do love Europe, but there's something about being home. Minus those long flights on the way home. I think we had quite the route home this time. We went from Ljubljana to Warsaw in Poland, which was like a couple hours north, and then we did a 9.5-hour flight to Toronto. Had a really long layover in Toronto, so we stayed the night at an airport hotel, and then the next morning flew another flight from Toronto to St. John's. So finally made it, I think, after like 26 hours of travel or something. And then just the last couple of days, just been kind of getting over the jet lag and getting things going for the summer. So excited to be back in Canada.
That's a crazy trip. Did you guys have to travel with the dogs too?
We actually left the dogs in Ljubljana this year, so we found a dog sitter again, same as who looked after them last summer. So be a little bit longer this summer though. That like last summer they were only looking after them for like a month. This summer is going to be more like 2.5, 3.5 months. So
oh, wow.
a little bit more time at home, but gonna miss the dogs, that's for sure.
That's crazy. Yeah, there's no chance I could leave Crooks for 3 months. No chance. He would kill me.
Yeah, I was all tearing up, giving them their last hugs before we went to the airport. But
yeah,
looking forward to seeing them back in August when we head back there.
You have to get some FaceTimes with them and stuff.
Oh yeah, we get daily pictures of them playing at the park, and
that's good.
Probably get a little FaceTime in here and there. So
that's good.
Technology helps us on that front.
Yeah, no kidding. NHL playoffs underway. We made our brackets. We're not completely. We've got a couple. I think we went about 50-50 in terms of our picks, at least for the first round. Chucky, if you've got your bracket pulled up, or do you want me to pull up your bracket on my side here?
Yeah, I can pull it up. I know I got Carolina winning that first round against Ottawa, and Jordan Staal and Tkachuk start off the playoffs with a huge. Love to see that.
Unreal. Yeah, that was sick. It's like flashbacks to Four Nations again, just starting right off the bat.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Tkachuk definitely gets it. Anytime there's a huge moment, he's got to be right in the mix. So start the playoffs like that. But you took Ottawa on that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I took no. Did I? Hold on, let me go back here. No, I did take Carolina. I took Carolina in 6.
Oh, okay.
Or in 6. Yeah. I wanted to pick Ottawa, but I was like, I don't know if they can get it done this year. Like I would rather see Ottawa win, but I was trying not to just pick with my heart in terms of who I wanted to see win. I think Carolina can get past Ottawa. I mean, they won the first game last night, so they're off to a good start. But yeah, that's a big moment for for Brady there. And then, I mean, did you see what happened in the Philly-Pittsburgh game?
Oh, what happened there? I saw Philly won 3-2. Our Porter Martone huge game winner, but what were you talking about?
Before the game even started, they said there was a tweet that went out. It was like, there's already been 2 fights in the crowd, 5 fan ejections, and we're 20 minutes away from puck drop.
No way. The Battle of Pennsylvania is real, eh?
Yeah, so that was before the game even started, before the guys even went on the ice, and the fans are already getting
beef up
into
the security for the next game.
Yeah, no kidding. There were no fights. It looks like though, like in terms of a Philly Pittsburgh playoff game, it seems pretty tame in terms of the penalties at least. But yeah, I mean the longer that series goes, the more chippy and more extracurriculars there's going to be for sure, I think.
Yeah, I heard Sid was chirping Sanheim a little bit. They're probably going heavy on the battles in front of the net, and you had Philly winning that one. I got Pittsburgh, right?
Yeah. We both have it going to 7? Oh, you've got Pittsburgh in 6.
Pittsburgh in 6. It's not looking good after that first game, but we'll see if they can bounce back. You got Philly in how many?
In 7. We got Philly in 7. I think that's going to be a good series.
7. Yeah, it will be for sure.
Nice to see Crosby back in playoffs.
Oh, I love it. And then you got Skinner. He played last night, right? Playing goalie.
Yeah. Yeah, not too many shots for each side.
Yeah, not great, eh?
Yeah, super weird there, but nice to see Sid back in there. Nice to see Zegras in the playoffs too. Like, he's been flourishing since he went to Philly. We've talked about him a few times. I've said it a lot that I really like the kid. I think he's great for the game, and it's awesome to see him succeeding now in a new opportunity, and now he gets to do it in the playoffs against Pittsburgh, Philly's biggest rival. So that's sick for him. And another cool thing was Drysdale got his first goal, and assisted by Zegras too. I think they had their first points together on the Ducks, and now they got their first playoff points together on Philly. So that's a cool storyline there as well. And then, like you said, Porter Martone, man, how great has he been for Philly since he joined the team?
Insane. He's 19 years old. Maybe he might be turning 20 soon, but to go straight from college, get knocked out in the tournament, and basically be putting up a point a game in the NHL, scoring some huge goals. So I love to see that for him. And a lot of these guys on Philly, it's their first playoff games ever. So they got to be pretty jacked up about that.
Yeah, Martone, 10 points in 9 games to end the regular season there in Philly, 4 goals. And then now first, it ended up being the game winner in 17, or I guess
it was a snipe.
Yeah, 17-23, just under 3 minutes left in the third there. Sniped it.
Yeah.
Russ came back to come back within 1, and Porter Martone's goal ended up being the game winner there. So sick for him. It's going to be a fun team to watch.
Well, Vladar is standing on his head, the ex-Calgary Flames.
Yeah, interesting seeing both 2 ex-Alberta guys going face to face again. Hey, Vladar versus Skinner.
Yeah, no kidding. Should have kept those guys apparently.
But I mean, I don't know. Flames will be doing pretty well, I think, with Cooley and Wolfie. But yeah, interesting that, because I hated Vladar on the Flames, and now of course he goes to Philly and has a decent year. So just my luck.
He's doing well there. I saw Cooley got named to the U.S. World Championship team.
Yeah, which is good for him.
I'm surprised Wolf didn't go get picked.
Yeah, that's a good.
They picked Cooley over him.
Cooley did have a really good year.
Yeah, he was playing better than Wolf this year, I feel like.
Yeah, I think so too. How about that
Wild? The other game, it was Minnesota Wild absolutely dominated the Stars. What happened there? I was not expecting that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I picked Minnesota to win, but I did not see it going 6-1 as the first game. I think what do I have them here? I have them going I have Minnesota winning in 7 for that series, and I think you picked Dallas there too. Hey, in 6. You got a lot of games in 6.
6, yeah. I feel like the first round is always the best round, but I don't know
Yeah.
how many game 7s there's actually going to be. We'll see.
Yeah, that's a good.
I don't think I picked any game 7s. Or no, the Buffalo Boston. I picked
Yeah.
that one going to 7.
That's the one I picked going to
The
6. That's
rest
funny
are less.
because I could see that one going to
Really?
7 too, which is I don't know why I picked 6 on that one. But yeah,
Who'd you pick, Buffalo or Boston?
I picked Buffalo.
Yeah, they've been on a roll, so I feel like they're going to be tough to beat that first round. They don't have a lot of playoff experience, but I think their coach won the Jack Adams, right? Or is that not announced yet?
I don't think it's been announced yet. At least I haven't seen it.
Okay.
He
I
should.
feel like he's probably going to win it, but
Yeah, he should for sure.
we'll see.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Windy rough.
Good showing for those guys. Boldy 2 goals. Eriksson Ek 2 goals. Yeah, I was not expecting. I mean, Boldy had 3 points in general. Boldy and Eriksson Ek both had 3 points. Kaprizov had 3 points. Hartman had 2. Zuccarello had 3
Which
assists.
goalie played for Minnesota?
For Minnesota? Wallstead.
Wallstead.
964 last night.
They got
27 saves on 28 shots.
a hot start. The Dallas Stars might need to get Pete DeBoer back if they want to make it to the Western Finals. Not looking good after game 1.
Yeah, at home too.
That I feel like a lot of teams lost their home games. Like Pittsburgh, they would have had home ice, right? They
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah, Carolina was the only one that.
So Carolina was the only one.
Yeah.
That first game is always tough, especially starting at home. There's a lot of pressure. Your fans are all over it. So you just if you lose that first game, you can't lose game 2, or you go down 2-0 going to the other barn. That's not the way to start a series.
Yeah, not the way you want to try to make a comeback in the playoffs. It's tough to claw your way out of that going 0-2 at home to start the series.
Yeah.
Other games today, we're filming this on Sunday. First game up, LA, Colorado. I think this is gonna be a more interesting series than people think it's gonna be. At least I hope so.
LA's been playing really well.
Yeah. You have Colorado going in 5, hey?
Yeah, I feel like Colorado's pretty strong this year. I mean, now that you say like how well LA's been playing, and they picked up Panarin, and they got a pretty. I mean, it sucks they don't have Fiala, but Kopitar's last season, I feel like that's gonna kind of give them some extra motivation. But I just feel like Colorado is gonna be on a mission this year. McKinnon was pretty pissed last year when they got out of the playoffs, and then he's pretty upset with himself after the Olympics. I feel like too, missing the empty net and coming up short there. So he's I feel like he's gonna come out with a huge playoff run this year.
Yeah, I totally agree. I've got Colorado in 6, but you never know. LA can always surprise you. This game will be kind of the tell to see what could potentially happen. Colorado has home ice advantage, so if they start strong, I think that'll kind of set the tone for the series. But if LA can sneak one out, like yesterday, if 2 out of the 3 away teams won that first game, if LA can sneak one out, it could be an interesting series.
The best thing for LA is they don't have to play Edmonton in the first or second round, so they might actually have a chance of moving on, not having to play McDavid. Yeah,
true. I mean, McKinnon isn't much an easier opponent than McDavid, so that's tough for LA. They keep getting these first rounds. It's either McDavid, McKinnon. Tough to get by, but yeah, it could be an interesting series. Montreal, Tampa. You picked Tampa this round. I picked Montreal. What are your thoughts on this series?
I I just feel like the best teams somehow are always coming from Florida. It was always the first round, that matchup, either Florida or Tampa was winning and going to the finals. So obviously Florida's not in it this year. Tampa's still in it. They don't have to go through Florida. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Montreal's a good squad. They got a lot of young talent, but I feel like it's a lot to ask them to do it in the playoffs, especially against a veteran team like Tampa. But we'll see. I know you got Montreal, right?
Yeah, I've got Montreal in another game seven. I feel like I've picked a lot of game sevens in this first round. Now that I'm re-looking at it, now that we're talking about it, I'm like, I think majority of my series in the first round are game sevens.
You just really want to see a lot of hockey.
Apparently, maybe it just shows that I didn't have full confidence in the teams that I picked. I don't know, but
Yeah, that's could be it. But I feel like it's completely wide open this year. Like I had a
yeah,
really tough time going through the picks. Like I don't think there's a clear like runaway favorite, even though Colorado, won the President's Trophy, but I think there's only been one team in the last like 20 years when you win the President's Trophy to go on and win the cup. So
yeah,
it's not a good thing to win that.
yeah. We've seen that. I feel like time and time again, team can have strongest regular season. I mean, Boston did it a few years ago. They set records and they were bounced right away.
Lost
Um,
first round.
yeah, so the regular season doesn't mean anything, but Colorado, I mean, they're such a strong team, and if they can stay strong and healthy throughout playoffs, I think they've got a good shot to win it. But like you said, I agree with Tampa too. I think Tampa's a strong veteran team they've been there before a lot. Coach everybody from the coach from Coop to down to their playing staff and or their players. Like you see
Back to
Hedman,
left
they don't have Stamkos, but they still have Point. They still have Hedman,
Yeah.
Kucherov, like these veterans that have won multiple cups with them before. So yeah, it could be a tight series. And then Montreal, like you said, very good young team, not a lot of experience. Could be a tough expectation for them to get out of this first round. But I mean, I have them going all the way and winning the cup. So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
I don't know if Caulfield can keep scoring. I know a lot of his goals come in overtime and probably on the power play. It's a
Yeah.
little bit tougher to score in the in the playoffs, but if he can find a way to get it done and be a big game player, I feel like they definitely have a chance to go on a bit of a run. I don't
Yeah.
know about the finals. I think that's a stretch and winning the whole thing, but I do want to see a Canadian team win.
Yeah, it would be nice. I feel like Montreal is the best bet there. But we'll get to that other Canadian team in a second. We briefly touched on this Buffalo Boston. I think we both took Boston here, or sorry, we both took Buffalo. You took them in seven. That was your only seven. I took them in six. So that'll be a great series to watch. Buffalo, like you said, coach should win the Jack Adams this year. They've been waiting for a season like this for so long. Their fans have been waiting for a season like this for so long. They've been through so many different prospects, everyone from Jack Eichel to so many other top young prospects that have come through there and either left, gone somewhere else to win a cup like Eichel, or just didn't really work out in Buffalo. But now seeing that team, oh, these guys come together and they start performing, and they went on some crazy runs this year. So it'll be sweet to see what happens with Buffalo and if they can take it past the first round. That'll be so great for that city if they can.
Yeah, I really like their decor. I think they got a bunch of studs back there. They're big, a lot of skill. Like Darlene, he plays hard, plays a tough game, and adding Byram and obviously Owen Power was a former first overall pick.
Yeah.
So I feel like if they can keep that skill game and get it up to the forwards, and you know you got Tage Thompson running the show on the half wall, taking one timers and getting 12 shots per game. I feel like that should overpower Boston, but Boston's got a good team too, and they got Pasternak, who's probably overall like the best player in the series. So
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see what the atmosphere is like that first game in Buffalo, and they've been waiting for it, like you said, for a long time.
Yeah, and they've got home ice advantage too, so that game tonight is going to be rocking for Buffalo, man. Like they have such a great fan base for sports. There, I mean, we've talked about it before. Everyone knows that the city is very Buffalo Bills based. They love that team, and
Yeah.
the Bills have had chances to do well in the last few years, and kind of didn't live up to expectations, and now the Sabres finally getting the opportunity to do something great for that city is great for them, and I think it's only up from here, especially if they have a good showing, and Boston's a very beatable team, so man, I really think they can get by them, and I hope to see Buffalo go to the next round.
Yeah, I think they will. I mean, I, I think Boston might have the edge in goaltending with Swayman, but we'll see how he plays in the playoffs. But
Yeah,
should be a good matchup. It might go to 7 games.
yeah, yeah, it could. Vegas, Utah. This is my shortest series.
So you got that one going quick.
Yeah, I've
Four
got
games, 5 games.
5 games. I've got Vegas in 5 there. As much as I'd love to see Utah win, I just don't think it's going to happen.
No.
See, you got him going in what, 5 or 6?
Yeah, I think 5.
Yeah, yeah,
And yeah, I just don't see it out of Utah. They're also a young team, pretty inexperienced, and or no, I have them going in 6. So,
you have going in 6.
um, but yeah, you got Vegas is kind of underachieved this year a little bit.
Yeah, still a strong team though. I mean, once they get in the playoffs, and who knows who's coming off of injured reserve, but I guess maybe I guess the CBA came in effect this year, so they can't do that anymore. But uh,
Not allowed to do that, but they still probably did. Mark Stone somehow.
figured it out somehow. But no, they're always strong when they get to the playoffs. Like I said, I would love to see Utah beat them. I just don't think they will. I think Utah is maybe still a year or two away from going on a substantial run, but that's a great young team too that I think is going to do well in the next few years.
Yeah.
Here, the big one. This is probably where we're going to get our most debate. Oilers Ducks.
You hate the Oilers.
You've
So
got the
you're
Oilers going in
picking
6.
that's a rage pick. I don't know how you can pick the Ducks in that series, but obviously the Ducks had a good season this year, but they've been struggling like down the stretch.
Yeah, I've got Ducks in 7. um,
Ducks in 7, going against McDavid.
I just think they've got too many. They've got a lot of young guys. I do think the Ducks can get it done. I mean, especially looking at the Oilers goaltending, not great. Ducks finished the regular season 2-6-2 though, like you said. So not good going into playoffs, and Oilers finished the last 10 games of the regular season 6-2-2, so complete opposite.
They were good, yeah, down the stretch. They almost won the division, but
Yeah, I don't know. I do think the Ducks can pull it out. I think it's a long shot. I think if they steal one at home or in Edmonton, sorry, on the road, that they could sneak it out. I texted Gautier's dad Sean, and was like, "Hey, please bounce the Oilers from playoffs."
well, what a season for Cutter. 40 goals. That's pretty good as a second year in the league.
Yeah, he's been doing unreal. Uh, if and he was saying too, if their goalie can play lights out, like they have a shot. So I think Anaheim has better goaltending than Edmonton. It'll just depend on the guys in front of both those netminders if they do play strong, and kind of that'll come down to it. I think obviously talent wise, Edmonton up front beats them with McDavid, Draisaitl. But
Is Draisaitl back?
is he not back?
I saw he was skating a little bit, but I don't know if he's ready for game 1.
Oh, he is still out. Okay, that's another thing. Then I didn't even realize he wasn't coming back for the first game. So that could hurt the Oilers too. Really only having McDavid.
Yeah, and your starting goalie is probably Ingram, I think they're going with.
Yeah, that's what it looks like here. It's expected on the score app, at least for Ingram. So tough. Oilers could lose to the Ducks.
It's gonna be a better series probably than I originally expected, especially with no Draisaitl, but
Yeah, I didn't realize Draisaitl wasn't coming back yet.
they need some other guys to step up and obviously I think Savoy is playing really well. He's been getting more ice time, I think, since
Yeah,
since Draisaitl hasn't been playing, and he's playing with McDavid, I think. So, and obviously Hyman's back, and he's been scoring lots of goals too. So we'll see if their depth can get it done. And
yeah,
their goaltending is probably the biggest question mark.
yeah, 100%. Like you said earlier, man, there's so much that can happen this year. Like it's wide open. I believe that as much as you do, and as much
Really
as I
hard
want.
to make these picks in the bracket. Like it could go. I
Yeah,
could get all my picks wrong. We'll
yeah,
see.
me too. It's refreshing to see too. Like there's obviously a few regular appearances coming back to playoffs as normal, like the Oilers. But seeing these new teams back in there, like Philly, like Ottawa, getting another crack at it after just coming back to playoffs the other year. Buffalo, obviously, Pittsburgh back in there. Um, like Utah, I mean, technically being a new team or just a restructured team in Utah from Phoenix. Like when was the last time Phoenix was in the playoffs? Coming from that
Yeah.
organization, so LA back in there too. Montreal, Tampa, like it's a good mix this year, I think, and like you said, man, anything can happen, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and only what two Canadian teams that can get the job done for
Yeah,
Canada, but one in the East, one in the West. I'm
yeah,
sure that's what my dad picked again, probably Edmonton and Montreal in the finals. Or I guess he got Ottawa in there too, but
yeah,
they're gonna be done first round, I think.
yeah. It would be interesting to see Ottawa go. Like, imagine an Ottawa Montreal series if that
Yeah,
ended up happening.
would that be a semifinal matchup maybe?
Um,
Yeah, that would be like a conference finals.
yeah, conference finals.
That'd be unreal to see Ottawa and the Habs make it, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
guarantee another Canadian team to the final if Edmonton gets bounced earlier on. Because I mean, even if Edmonton gets through the Ducks, they got to go through Vegas too, potentially, unless
Right.
Utah gets through Vegas. So, and then they'll have to get through Colorado as well. So, like Edmonton does not have an easy road to the finals.
No, not easy for anybody. It's gonna be. I can't wait to watch the first round.
Yeah, it's interesting that the Oilers game isn't tonight. It wasn't last night, not tonight. They don't start till Monday night. But
Maybe they've been trying to give Draisaitl a couple extra more days to get
yeah,
healthy.
maybe could be. Anything else you want to touch on regarding playoffs?
No,
Before we head
I
out?
think that's good. Obviously, it's sad
Oh,
not having Ovi. Everybody's wondering if he's going to be retiring, going to be his last year. I would have liked to see Washington sneak in, but they didn't, and we'll see if the big Russian comes back or not.
yeah. Finals wise, I've got Colorado, Montreal. You've got Colorado and Carolina.
I picked with my heart on that one. With Florida not being in it, this is Carolina's best chance of possibly getting to the finals. I don't have them beating Colorado, but um, they need to finally make the finals. It's been too long. I think '06 they was the last time they made the finals,
When they won, yeah.
won the cup.
You've got the tiebreaker score of a total score of 30 or goals. I mean, I've got my tiebreaker for goals is 42 for Colorado and
You're
Montreal. So
probably thinking 7 game series in that one, eh?
yeah, I would expect it. That's what I was expecting, is 7 game series, just all no goaltending. A
A lot of high scoring games.
lot of high scoring games between Caulfield and McKinnon and McCarr and those guys.
Yeah, it'll be a good series too.
Yeah, it'll be a great series. We're looking forward to it. We'll be covering NHL playoffs all playoffs long with MyBookie. Head to mybookie.ag, use promo code AAS, and we will see you guys next week.
Peace.